Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thanks for coming to join us. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for being here once again, and tolerating me and my boring ass and my lackluster editing. Okay, I shouldn't put myself down. Anyways, moving on. I decided to start this thing I'm going to call Throwback Travel Thursdays. And it's pretty much just sharing my trips from the past, because in the past, and hopefully in the future, I used to travel a lot. I've been to 32 countries. I can't even count how many times I've been to some of those countries, but I've been to 32 countries at least once, and I've been to like different cities in some of the countries, especially in Europe. I'm gonna start doing this like not every Thursday, maybe every other Thursday. I don't know, we'll see. But on Thursdays, watch out for a travel video from me. So how I started off traveling was with my aunts. My aunt is Auntie Nkem Oseloka. She used to do Tell the Stories on Tales by Moonlight. She used to do Speak Out, Society and Child, Children's World. If you know of those programs, that's if you grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, you may know of some of those programs. She was the producer and director of those programs, and she used to work in NTA. And I featured in some of those programs. My sisters did as well. So I was a bit famous and popular at some point in Lagos. My first trip ever was when I traveled to the UK, to London, UK, and I ended up moving there. I was there for like 8 years, from the age of 2 to 10. And then I moved back. And as soon as I moved back, I started traveling with my aunt. So the first couple of trips I took with her were to Turkey in 96, 97, and 98. And we went for like a dance festival where different countries from all over the world bring their representatives to come and dance their traditional dances. So I went as a cultural dancer, and it was dope. It was a lot of exposure. I gave a speech on peace in front of like thousands of people at maybe age 10 or 11. So I feel like I've had this in me. I've had this whole YouTube thing in my blood, but I didn't know it took me so long. I'm 34 now to really like tap into it. Anyways, so I met the president, I met the prime minister, I got gifts from them. It was a great experience, and we used to stay with Turkish people. Like the kids will stay in a Turkish family's home, so like you can relate, and then it was so funny because I would not eat their food the first time I went. I hated it. I was so picky with food back then. They always used to buy me McDonald's. In fact, they got so tired of buying me McDonald's that they had to start making the burgers at home for me. And at some point I asked them if they had stew, but I didn't know how to make it that time, so I just told them it's red, it's red, like reddish orange. So they brought oranges for me, and I was like, what the heck, I don't know how to make this. It was so funny. And I had braids, and one time my braids came out and they were so scared, like, your hair's falling out. I didn't know how to explain that to them, but it was so funny. So the 3 times I went, I stayed in 3 different families. I think the last family, I had 2 Turkish sisters. That was my best family to have stayed in. I had such a fun time, I think that was also the year I went with my older sister. And moving on from Turkey, we went to Greece with my aunt, Thessaloniki. That was for another media kind of summit thing. And that's where I met the inventor of Pokemon. He's a Japanese guy. And there were lots of delegates from different countries as well. We met some Ghanaian delegates, some South African delegates. Their delegation was like a lot. They sponsored a lot of people to come for that program, and they put us all in one hotel. So we had some fun, prank calling people in the hotel. I had one little South African boy that was following me up and down. I was older than him, but he was in love with me, and he would carry my tray at lunch and carry my bags and everything. I enjoyed the attention, I cannot lie. After that, I went to the US, to the United Nations, and I gave like a speech in our session. We had a session for our group, and all these trips are sponsored by like either government, UNICEF, UNESCO, somebody who always sponsored, I think. I went to university, and then when I went to university in 2003, as soon as I got there, I registered, I did everything, and then I up and left like almost immediately and zoomed off to the US for another program at the United Nations. This time I went alone because I applied for this. I was picked out of thousands of youths to represent the NGO I was going to meet up with. So it was Peaceways NGO or something like that. I can't remember. It's such a long time ago. The first time I went to the UN was for the Young General Assembly. I can't remember. On gas. And then the next time it was Peaceways. And then so I gave a speech about the situation in Nigeria, what youths are facing in Nigeria. It was very fulfilling. It was good exposure, and I loved being there. That trip was sponsored by former President Yakubu Gowon. So when I went back, I had to go see him at his office. I think he was like the director of a bank or something. So I went to the bank and to thank him for sponsoring me. And after that, I went for a breakfast show on NTA, the morning show, the breakfast show. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm sure you guys remember that show. I went for that, and then back to school. And, you know, all my friends in school were like, yo, this girl, you just get up and travel, miss school, come back. And it was weird. Even when I was in secondary school and I used to go on all these trips and leave, it was always weird for people. I almost missed my WIEC. In fact, after a practical exam, they picked me up right after my chemistry practical, zoomed me up to the airport to go for one of these trips, and I came back the morning of my first theory paper. I think it was mathematics, and my friend was really praying for me. Her name is Happiness. She was really praying that I make it and I don't miss my WIEC exams. So that was like a whole experience traveling like that. People used to think I would become an ambassador or something. I did a lot with my aunt's NGO, was part of the Children's Parliament in Nigeria. I did a lot of traveling with her. And one of the other trips, going after like the ones I did when I was much younger, was when I finished university. We went to Serbia. Now, we went to Serbia August 2007 for the first time. I had never heard of Serbia, guys. I was like, what? Where is that? She was like, it's in Europe, it's in former Yugoslavia. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know Yugoslavia split up. But I was like, sure, let's go, let's do it. I was like, I'm down for a trip. So we went. Even the guys at the airport were shocked. Like, you know, they had never seen black people before. Everyone in that country was just wowed at seeing black people. And, you know, I guess it helped that I was pretty, because I used to get a lot of attention. You know, what can I say? I'm not so bad looking. Anyways, I also had like longer hair, not braids. I had longer hair, and it was like brownish black, so they were confused about my hair. They always want to touch it. They asked me, is it my real hair? Did I dye it? I'm like, no, that's the color. Relaxers did that. But I had a good time. You be on the street, people be whipping out their phones, recording you, taking pictures. You enter McDonald's, everything stops, everyone turns around, brings out their phone, takes pictures, videos. The bold ones come to ask you to take pictures with them, make a video. Some people take from their houses, from the top, their windows, they peek out as you're walking on the street, and they're recording you walking on the street because they want to go show their friend, there's a black person here. We've never seen this before. Have you seen a black? I saw a black person today. Hey guys, come. Yeah, so that's exactly what was happening. You get lots of attention. People want to kiss my hand. People want to give me free stuff. People were like really nice to me. So it wasn't like a bad feeling per se. It wasn't a bad thing. It was just like you're exotic to them. It's like, wow, who is this creature from where? Like, no one treated us badly. In fact, they just treated us great, you know. I felt like Beyonce. It was for a youth media summit, and I went like as a chaperone, and we had to do like animation and stuff, and then we like went around. So let's watch a quick clip from that time.
Hello, don't worry. This is Amira, this is Chichi, and then we are just chilling, sitting down, football courts, watching boys play basketball. We're actually filming a short movie, and there's a scene of people playing basketball, and Serbia is really hot, and everywhere you go they stare at you because you're black, and they all want to ask you your name, want to take pictures with you, they want to know you, they ask where you're from. We're treated like royalty here, and we can't wait to go shopping because we've been working since. We did 2 animations and we're doing 1 movie now, and I have an interview to do, but I haven't done it yet, and hopefully we'll get stuff that are cheap to buy, because this is Europe and it's like so expensive. And anyways, Is there anything else to say? We're leaving on Monday and this is Saturday. And so we plan to like move small today. I plan to move small. And we've been partying plenty. Partying seriously. We went to a club on the boat, on the water in a boat. It was so cool and it was free to enter. Tell me where in Niger you enter a club for free. And we partied also, someone's birthday, so we had some fun dancing. Although we were dancing some techno dances, vibrating stuff, but it was fun. So I'll probably tell you what happens today later. Bye bye.
This is funny. Girl gets AIDS. Do you guys remember this song? Heart beating in love. Guy leaves her. Her world shatters. Her heart breaks. She finds out she has AIDS. She dies. Abstain, guys. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. I should be better at editing. Look at what I did. This is the guy that started the program. I was interviewing someone, meeting policemen on the road. My favorite person, Milosh. Kisses, all the love. He's eyes. Another of my fave people, Alex. I miss him. We were cozying up. Fountain. We were all like tipsy. Tipsy. Fun times. Counting that money. And then the next trip was into Serbia again. Belgrade, the capital city, in 2008, August. For summer. That one we went for, I think it was a workshop. I don't think it was a summit. No, it was another summit. It was the next summit. They always used to have it every summer. We had to make a PSA. I was in the poverty group, so we had to make a PSA for poverty. We went a boat ride at the Danube by Kalamegdan. We went to the countryside, went to some caves, and we had the best food ever there. That place we went to, the food was, Serbians know how to feast. That's why I love them. Their food, I love their food. They eat a lot of meat. I love meat. They just know how to feast. I love their food, to be honest. Plexkavica, I love the way they make their pizzas. There's this cheese they had that was like kind of fluffy and soft, almost like a cream cheese. It was called kaimak. Yeah, I love that shit. That shit was bomb. I wish they can bottle it and send it to me. I wish I could find it here. Maybe I should check some of these stores that have international cheeses. Maybe they'll have kaimak. I love that shit. Anyways, let's watch the clip from that trip. That was us on the boat ride.
This is where we came
on the Danube
last year. On one of those boats. I can't remember which one. Okay, that blue one.
I'm not showing you all the boat we went on. Filming the year before. Some karaoke on the boat. This guy was a trooper. This is when we taught him elephant.
What you know, what you need, what you need. Set you free, set you free, mentally, physically, emotionally.
It was fun times.
Physically, mentally, sexually, emotionally.
We have usher fever.
Usher fever.
This one of them songs was raining at that point, so we were really hot on it. I was thinking that most of the footage would be bad but I guess I was using my camera and not my phone, so it was, cameras always do it in landscape mode, not portrait mode.
Hello everybody. We're on a boat tour right now. Camera focus. I'm moving. Look at the feet. Don't press anything. Back
Just showing you guys around. Beautiful. Everybody say hello. Hi. Say hello to my friends in Nigeria.
Hi, French Nigeria.
This guy Nick, he
Friends in
thought he
Nigeria.
was the best thing
Shake for
since
bread.
sliced bread.
Your name?
He was funny though.
Scotland. Hi, Bobby.
Okay.
Alex.
From.
Scotland.
Okay. Alright, guys, say hello.
These are my little girlies that I was chaperoning.
I'll say hello.
See my hair?
Hi, I'm Nick from India. You might have seen my work before, the Taj Mahal.
Such a goofball.
Now I'm doing films. I used to build before. The Eiffel Tower was difficult, but hey, you know, a lot of experience. So I might come down to Nigeria sometime, build like a couple of, I don't know, World Trade Center? No, not World Trade Centers. Something. That's been getting bad press. But I'll come down and make a film and build something really great in Nigeria sometime. So I'll be looking forward to that.
Okay, you're welcome.
And, yeah. Thanks for coming down at least. And you should got more. All the friends are going to be watching this. Belgrade is a great city for 2 days.
It's actually better than 2 days. It's good. I lived there. I'll get that. I'll get to that. Did my favorite person. Just goofing around on the streets of Belgrade. Then we went to the countryside. That's what I was talking about. The caves, the little waterfall lake place. And we went to eat. Damn, they feast. I love the way they set things out. Booty! That was us going back to Nigeria. Y'all should stick around for my interview at the end. It's very funny. You should stick around and watch it. I miss Serbia. And now the last trip to Serbia before I went to live there was in December 2008. I went back again in December. That's how much we were going to Serbia. We went for an animation workshop in some place called Beche. I don't know if it's north or south or I don't know, but it was cold and it was December, so it was really cold. So we went for a workshop. We went to the club, we went to the church, we watched a performance, we had lots of fun in our room, ate. My favorite person was there again. That guy, he was my favorite person because he just seemed like a really strong guy. He's the kind of guy that challenges you but doesn't put you down, you know, doesn't let you have your way, but really so respectful and sweet at the same time. He's married now and I think he has a kid, maybe 2. I like his wife too. I met them when I eventually moved there. So let's watch the clip from there. This is our room where we're living. My favorite person. Favorite person. See? Feasting. He had learned the song from that year, so he was singing it. I'm still friends with that girl on Facebook. I'm still friends with a lot of them on Facebook.
Yeah, we will.
My friend was the one who recorded this video. You're gonna see my version
And we will
later.
have a party on the last day. The last day. Only the last day? Yeah. Oh, okay. 5 days. Where's the music? Music, please.
Two parties in a day.
Okay. Music, music.
Just
Say hello,
goofing
Nigeria.
around.
Yeah.
We always made them
Yeah,
say stuff like
we
this.
love Italians too. Say something. Hello, say hello.
It's like the same video, but from two different cameras and phones.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Nigeria.
Sing for us. I love that booty.
I love that booty. I love that booty. I love that booty. It's the booty call. I love that booty.
He was just open to learning everything.
Don't make me fall in love.
That's my big sister, the oldest one. This girl decided to try and learn how to dance like Nigerians. She's from Italy. I saw her again in Italy years after. She and the other girl I said I'm still friends with on Facebook. Because I went to Italy twice. I'm gonna have to go pull out my passport and check how many times I went to these countries. And then we went clubbing. We were just taking pictures with random people in the club. We didn't even know these people. This guy was in love with me. My girl! Another day at the club. Then this is a quick video of us trying to do an animation. This is how we were doing it then, you know, like I forgot what they called this kind of animation. Okay, that's all for the clips I have from my trips to Serbia. Then I went another time for an internship for 2 months. That's a whole different video. You know, I'm not gonna do it per country, I'm gonna do it per trip. Yeah, and that is when I really started traveling on that trip. I'm gonna do per trip per year. That's how I'm gonna do these TBTT videos, Throwback Travel Thursday videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't remember if I'm leaving anything out, but if I remember, I will share it in my next video. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification button so that you can know when I put something new out. Come back every Thursday. Well, not every Thursday, but just come back Thursdays to see if I put anything out. But if you hit that notification button, you don't have to come back, you know. Drop a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more of my travel. I can't promise you that all the videos are going to be landscape because I didn't have YouTube in mind when I was going on these trips. So you might see a little box with black background in the screen in some of them, but I quickly ran through these ones because it was so long ago and I can't remember so much, but they're the more recent ones. I remember them and I remember some stories from them. This one was pretty innocent, you know. I went when I just finished university. I didn't have any love stories to tell you guys. I didn't kiss anyone. I didn't do anything. I had a lot of crushes, but I didn't do anything with anyone, nothing interesting. You saw me cozying up with one guy, Alex. That was kind of like my boo, but I really liked the other guy, Milosh, that was his name, the Alfred guy. I really liked him just as a person, as a whole. I don't know, you know, you don't know.
My name is Chika Achia, and I'm from Nigeria. My job, okay, I used to be someone's secretary. So I used to do a lot of typing, and then I started teaching in secondary school. I teach them computer studies. So I teach them how to use the computer. I teach them things about the computer, about programming languages and so on, logic gates and stuff. Yeah, the kids like me. They can be troublesome sometimes and always making jokes in the class when they're supposed to listen, but we get along. Shop till you drop. You must spend all your money and go home broke. We've been buying and shopping. Seriously, for my boyfriend from Zara. For my friend's daughter. And I bought like the coolest shoes ever. This for my aunt. Sorry.
Oh god, the shoes.
These are the coolest shoes ever. They're diesel. I bought them for
Where my
myself. They are so cool. I bought these for my nephew. Ain't I nice?
My mom's birthday. What else would I wear?
Shoes. I'm gonna wear them today.
Yeah, very nice.
New shoes.
I'm going to take this to school.
No way.
no.
We live in Nigeria.
We live in
You can't
Nigeria.
shop and spend $350
Do
in
you know
one
what that is?
And how big is your salary back there in Nigeria?
like less than $100. Maybe like $80 a month. Yeah.
Yes.
Amen.
Pray for my too.
Breakfast and 5 minutes. Eat and be nourished in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Let's start.
I eat gari, eba, and egusi soup, or okra soup,
Or
or
pounded,
edika corn soup,
pounded yam, starch,
semovita,
zemovita, tuwo rice,
there's amala,
beans, there's amala,
there's jollof rice,
bitter leaf soup,
there's jollof rice, there's fried rice,
rice, there's white rice, there's coconut rice,
there's palm oil rice,
yes, there's palm oil, there's corn rice, corn,
there's yam porridge,
there's
plantain
yam
porridge, fried
plantain,
plantain.
dodo, whether that's bracket dodo.
I like people that have body.
Yes,
Because
that
they're
can
better
fight
to
for
hug.
the girls. And
She's talking about violence. She wants somebody that's big so he can fight people. I like big people because they have more body. Poverty affects everyone. Crime, racism, drug abuse, and corruption all lead to poverty. If we get rid of poverty, we could get rid of all those other problems and vice versa. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. And not enough people contribute to the less privileged. Also, people are not educated enough to get jobs, and jobs are not readily available. And even people who do get jobs, their employers do not take care of their welfare. Government should impose proper taxation policies by taxing everyone according to their income, and also provide social benefits for the less privileged. Decision makers should set work standards for labor-intensive industries, and education should be prioritized in every country. Everybody should be educated so that they can qualify to get jobs. Let's make poverty history.
Thanks for watching. Again, subscribe, hit the notification button, share. Guys, share this. And if you'd like to come and talk about one of your trips, any of your trips, you want to be a guest on Throwback Travel Thursdays, tell us about your past trips, please leave a comment. We can arrange that. We can do that, you know. Thank you for watching. Bye.